Con in LA at Texpo. I am here with Greg from BKA Content, and we're here to chat a little bit about SEO content and Greg's company. So if you want to just give a little background so everyone can get familiar with your company and tell us a little bit about what you do there.
Sure. So we're BKA Content. We're based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. We've been around since 2009, so we've been around for a long time. But we specialize in SEO organic services. So we help people with their organic written content that they use to help rank on Google, which drives more traffic, leads, and sales to their site. So that strategy that we employ is something that we're really proud of, and we've seen in a lot of success for helping businesses to rank high on Google and get more business.
Great. So what is your role at BK?
So I'm actually one of the founders of the company.
Awesome.
I usually don't come to these shows. My sales guy had a baby, so I'm here today covering for him.
Nice.
But it's been just a really fun. I love coming to these and meeting with people and getting to learn more about their business and explain to them kind of how we can help drive their traffic to their site.
Awesome. I love founders, owners. You have a passion like none other in your company. So
yeah, we work hard, right?
What we do. I'm a founder myself. So
Nice.
what caused you to start BK, and what is it that you feel like is the heartbeat and passion of your company that has kept you around for so long and helps you thrive?
Sure. I mean, it really kind of started out from the olden days of Google when, AdSense and those things were really big. We had started some websites where we were getting a lot of ad traffic. But the problem with that is you've got to scale that. You've got to build content. And as we were looking for content vendors, we just realized there really were not very many good ones here in the US. So that kind of started and sparked the idea for BKA Content to provide a vendor that provides good SEO content with writers that are based out of here in America. So that's what we've done for so long.
A big difference. Not
Yes.
most digital marketing agencies have writers that are based out of the
Right.
US.
I mean, offshoring is great, but you run into some inherent problems by doing that. And people are pretty savvy here in the US when they read content. They can pick that out pretty quick. But over the years, that has really evolved more into the strategy behind the content, right? So the content is so critical to what we do, and it is the engine that drives everything that we do. But the way that you strategize, the way that you pick the right keywords, I feel like that's where most businesses make the mistake, is they pick too broad of a keyword, or a keyword that's just way too competitive that they're never going to win. And so picking those keywords that are much longer tailed, or have even more intent of what the user is looking for, and then strategizing a content strategy around that and posting consistently, that's also where businesses have a hard time, because they don't have the time or the resources to have somebody in-house writing content all the time. So that's where our business has really kind of filled that niche for businesses to be able to outsource that content writing, the content strategy, and we do that all for them so that they can spend their time working on other parts of their business.
Nice. So how do you work with business owners and companies that have, deep subject matter expertise and create content that is strong enough for them to feel like they can put it out there as, for their brand?
Sure. This is something that's changing wildly right now, because before, depending on the industry, it was kind of like looking for a unicorn, right? Like, I want a software developer writer. That doesn't exist. They're a software developer. They're not
a
going
writer.
to write content.
Yeah.
But much like a reporter, right? A reporter isn't a content developer either, but they have the skill set to do the research, dig into something, to become credible and talk about something, right? So for the last 13 years, we have a very stringent process where we train our writers. We teach them how to do that sort of research so that they can come off credible. But now there's this amazing writer that came out in November called ChatGPT, right? So ChatGPT actually helps us and other businesses learn things that are really complicated about a complicated industry. But the difference is we're not just copying and pasting what ChatGPT is doing. We are taking that, verifying the sources, doing all the same work we were doing before.
Using it as a research tool,
Correct.
But still
right.
holding
but it's
that
still
writing
human
and
written
creativity.
content, and that we're changing it, we're optimizing it. And again, this is a new area for us. We are still human written on all of our content, but ChatGPT is just a tool. It's there to kind of help somebody who maybe needs to learn something more about something, or speak like, more in that vein of that industry. It's a great tool that can really help there. But I think people make the mistake of, I don't need a writer, or I don't need help with my SEO because I have ChatGPT. There's still scale. You've got to be able to write lots of content. There's still strategy behind it. Anybody can start up a Facebook account and run Facebook ads, but it doesn't mean you're going to be successful.
Exactly.
You've got to have the skill behind it. And it's the same thing with content and SEO.
Yeah. I like to say it's kind of like with my car, right? I could put my 10-year-old behind the wheel of my car, and he could get somewhere, but it'd probably be in the neighbor's house.
Right.
Not necessarily where he's trying to go, because he doesn't have the training and the ability to wield that vehicle, that tool, the proper way. So I think it's the same thing. I love how you said that. It's a tool. And you can use that tool based on your experience and expertise.
And there's lots of hoopla around it right now, but I mean, it's going to eventually be baked into everything, right? Like Microsoft Word will have ChatGPT built in. Even Google's Google Docs will have AI in there. So to say I didn't use AI to write something in the next few months with how fast this is moving is going to be irrelevant. If you used a word processor, you had AI help you in some degree write that, but there's still the strategy behind it. Am I doing it the right way? Am I strategizing around a keyword? Did I even pick the right keyword that I'm writing content about that's going to help me? So it's so much more than just AI helping you. It's that strategy, which is where we've got 13 plus years of experience now.
And you also have with ChatGPT the fact that it's a large language model that has that aggregates data from 2021 and prior.
Right.
So especially if you're doing keyword research or anything like that, you do need somebody that knows how to do that skill, and you shouldn't be relying on ChatGPT to do keyword research when they don't have the data of now. They have old data.
Yeah, I look at it as the outline, right? Like give me a basic help outline or direction if I should go. Then you take that and then you optimize that for SEO, and you get it just awesome, right, for that. But it can be very helpful to kind of help you to quickly pick that direction. But to your point, sources I would not trust right now because it is stuck in 2021. That will probably change, as everything does, right? That'll get better. But yeah, that is something that we help companies with a lot right now. Is it's got to be accurate. It's your brand, right? So companies don't, and ChatGPT also has a tendency to make up sources that are not even real. So you got to just make sure that it needs that human touch still to be able to be really good for clients.
100%. So what else would you like to tell everyone?
Just that, SEO is just so important still. I think, we look at AI, we look at social media, TikTok, all these things. Paid ads are great. They help you to get that traffic. They disrupt people, but there are still 4 billion searches happening on Google every single day. There are people looking for the things that you offer. And if you're not doing SEO with content marketing, you are missing out on a ton of intent. There are people looking for you. You need to make sure they can find you. And the best way to do that is with content marketing.
100%. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us on the podcast. Have a great day.